Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about taking the lessons from our toxic relationships, or taking the lessons when things go left, taking the lessons when you're betrayed, when you're stabbed in the back, when something that you hope wouldn't happen, when you feel like your heart got broken, when it was unpleasant. You know, I spend a lot of time reflecting, hence the name of this channel, Reflection and Progression. But it's that reflection, yes, that has allowed me to progress, because it's what you do with what you're reflecting on. Okay, and if I get real with myself, and a lot of the toxic relationships that I was in, there were still some things that I needed to learn through that person. And that's how this person was not only able to cross my path, but fester there long enough for me to take the lesson, because I'm open to learning. You know, some of us aren't having that self-awareness, and this is why the lesson and the experience keeps regenerating itself in your life, okay? And that has happened to me too, because sometimes it takes us time to figure it out. And then sometimes it's so many things, you know, that we're needing to learn about ourselves that, you know, maybe you got some of it from that relationship, but then you got in another toxic relationship because you didn't get through all of it. You know, there were still some things that you needed to address that was even present from the other one. And, you know, you're just working on so many things. So sometimes, you know, that can be the case as well. And then you'll see that natural progression of, you know what, I may have been in another toxic relationship, but this time I seen the signs a lot quicker, or this time they weren't abusing me in that way, but you know, this is what I need to be working on now. This is what I didn't see this time, or this is what I had to learn from this experience, from this situation, okay? But when you can walk and be in that space in your life, that's when you're going to be winning, because all of a sudden, you know, there's no space for bitterness. All right. All of a sudden, you're understanding that, yes, people come and go. People cross your path, and sometimes things don't work out. All of a sudden, you're understanding that most people in my life are going to be seasonal. They're going to be a lesson or a blessing. And even those horrible lessons could be a blessing. Okay. It may not feel good, but sometimes that's the best way to get someone's attention, to jolt their system, to really let them hit that wall. You know, because God, he starts out whispering to us. He'll whisper, but a lot of times we don't hear that. And then, you know, it will progress, and ultimately there can be a scream. And when he's screaming at us, oh, he's got our attention. And usually, you know, that's going to be involved in some type of fleshly pain. You know, you're going to feel that pain from that lesson. But then the beautiful part of it is it turns into a blessing. It turns into a blessing. I think of all the situations, my worst relationships, and so much beauty came out of it in hindsight and after the fact, because I really learned and grew and evolved through that. Okay? So I wasn't a victim. I was a victor. I was a victor because it made me stronger. It made me smarter. It made me wiser. It made me, you know, it gave me that wisdom. Because relationships are so important. And that's why I've made a whole YouTube channel talking about it. Because all we're doing is interacting. Even if it's with ourselves. We have a relationship with ourselves. But we're interacting with people, places, and things all day long. Okay? It's what life is. A whole bunch of relationships. So we need to understand these things. Okay? So the better perceptions we have in these dealings is going to help us get through when we have to detach, when we have these breakups. You know, even when it is just, woo, like, oh, wow. When you have those Jerry Springer moments and situations, there's some lessons beneath the surface, on top of the surface, all up and through that situation that you need to be taken with you, so that you're not, like I said, regenerating this and repeating the cycle because you haven't learned yet. Okay? So you can take the lessons, guys. You can take the lessons through the most painful experiences and let it make you better. Okay? Because if you're taking all these lessons as you go along, you know, this is how you have that transformation. It's like, whoa, I used to be this way. I used to be in the dark about X, Y, and Z. I used to didn't understand this about life and people. I got it now. I got it now in the way that I lead my life. You know, the way that things happen right now, and the things that come to me, the things that are even allowed, because you can always, a toxic person can always come your way, but they're not going to always be able to thrive and fester and penetrate your life. You know, the healthier we get, the more that's going to be nipped in the bud. It's going to be very short-lived, and then they might not even come around you like that. They might try that, but it won't work because you're already 100 steps above them in your consciousness anyway, but you understand, you see it coming from a mile away. You know how to have those strong boundaries. You've taken your lessons, guys. All right. I'm really proud of the people. You know, I've seen a lot of people journey through my coaching, and, you know, they're getting better. They're getting stronger. Their minds are opening. They're walking in self-love. You know, it's a beautiful thing. And for those of you out there that, you know, maybe starting from the beginning right now, and you just left a toxic relationship, you're still in it, and you just don't see that light at the end of the tunnel. Hang in there with yourself, because it's not in vain. It is not in vain. Like I said, there is much you can learn and grow from out of these situations if you choose to spin it that way, if you choose to make it that way. It's very easy to go crawl in a corner and be woe is me and be the professional victim and not take your accountabilities, not stand into your strength. Okay, it doesn't mean that I'm saying that you can't feel hurt about something, that betrayal doesn't hurt, you know, that you're not going to feel down at times, or, you know, you're not going to have to heal and mend your spirit and your soul from some of these things. But what I'm saying is, on the other side of it, you know, there's so much strength and wisdom that will come through it. And if you already go into these relationships right off the bat with a certain type of mindset, as I've been saying through the video, it becomes less, you know, it becomes easier for you to take that healthier point of view. It becomes easier for you to let go and accept what it is. It becomes easier for you to trust the universe and yourself. It becomes easier, guys. All right. So this isn't going to be a long video, but, you know, it's midday here for me for the initial run through. And I do know that YouTube is 24 hours, 365. But, you know, when a message falls on my lap, I have no problem with, you know, putting that out into the universe, because that's, you know, one of my callings is to share. It's to share what I've learned. You know, I grew up without people, you know, putting that wisdom in me. So if I could help somebody else get through something easier, or avoid something that I went through that devastated my life, I'm winning, you know, because I grew up an orphan. No one had important life discussions with me. I had to learn as I went. But it could be so much easier. You don't have to learn, quote unquote, the hard way. You don't have to fall on your face. You can take and acquire wise counsel in life. You don't have to learn it the hard way. All right? So that you can have a better experience. All right. So if this message resonates with you, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I have over 300 videos, guys, here to help you in your healing from that toxic relationship, and, you know, with recentering yourself and getting more in touch and tuned, or, you know, back to your peace, all right, and your happiness. And I mean from the most sincere level, okay? I put all my videos into playlists, and the one that I always like to tell you guys about is the motivational playlist for survivors of narcissistic abuse, full of videos that will uplift you on your darkest days when you are feeling triggered, when you're feeling down and out, if you feel like you're spiraling into depression. Over 30 videos in that playlist to help lift you up. Lean on it. Take what you can from any and all the videos on the channel, of course. I have the support group, guys, on Facebook, Lakia Reflection and Progression Crawford. Friend requests me, because, you know, I do put some public things on there, but I certainly put things that are just for friends only, okay? I have books, guys, on Barnes & Nobles and Amazon.com to help you through your healing process as well. It's just one of the ways that I love to express myself through writing. If you like my YouTube channel, you will absolutely love my books. Again, they're available on Amazon, they're available on Barnes & Nobles, and they are also actually available on CreateSpace. My website, LakiaCrawford.com. If you go in there and click books, you can also buy them from there as well and read excerpts, okay? I have an Instagram. All this stuff is down here below in the description of all of my videos. My channel does accept donations. I always forget to mention it 9 times out of 10, but through PayPal and Cash App, guys. If my channel has blessed you and you would like to make a donation, you know, it's always welcome. Nothing is too small, all right? Am I forgetting anything? Patreon. I will be starting a Patreon. I'll let you guys know when that's up and going. You know, it's going to be very exclusive. And if you love my YouTube channel, we're taking it up about 100 notches on there. So a lot more access to me and content that won't be found anywhere else. That is a monthly membership. And it's a happy medium for those of you who are saving for coaching, or for those of you who want to double up or triple up. Because some people have my coaching, they've read my books, and the Patreon, of course, that would be a triple. All right. And with that being said, guys, keep doing the work. I'm here. My email address is always below as well. There's CoachLakia@gmail.com. Some people also do email LakiaCrawfordBooks@gmail.com as well. But all of that is below in description. All the information and the announcements that I make for every video is below. All right, guys, keep doing the work. Have a blessed and beautiful day. And until next time, please take care.